right! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and little maniacs all across the planet Earth, once again, it is time for Radio Robcast AM, coming at you live, uncut, and unrated from Spreaker Podcast and Robcast Radio. So here's Zombie, and here it goes. Whose fucking idea was this? Somebody is happy to be alive today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, just like it said, man. Welcome, Robcast Radio AM. Oh, man. Like I said, whose idea was this? It wouldn't be so bad, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you could just get on the mic and everything came out without a hitch every single time. But we're here coming at you live, uncut, and unrated from Spreaker Podcast. And, that's right, Robcast Radio. And I'm hoping we don't have to start this motherfucker over again, because this is the fifth try this morning. Not really, but it seems like there have been a couple of little glitches happening. We got gremlins this morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Especially all the beautiful ladies out there. Has anyone told you you're beautiful today? Well, guess what I'm telling you right now. You're beautiful. And I mean that. Oh, goodness. So we'll talk a little bit today, guys, about, let's see, the weather. The weather sucks, man. I would say it could be worse. It could be raining. Trying to take the motorcycle around Brazoria County and go, spread the word. Go try to get get the show a few more followers, maybe pick up an interview out on the road. And let me tell you something, that did not happen this weekend, guys. So, we made it through the weekend, guys. Hope none of you crazy bastards are drinking and driving. Do we have Uber in Brazoria County? That's something that I'm a little bit curious to know. Oh, that's good. Flip, just kill it. Just kill it. Kill it. Just kill it. Kill everything. Kill everything. Kill everything, Flip. Just kill everything. Alright, that's a lot better. Mucho bueno. Oh, so yeah, we made it through the weekend. Guys, I can tell you that, I'm blessed that I don't make it through the weekend like I used to. Fuck, man. Back in my 20s, I would make it through the weekend by, not remembering it. I talked a little bit about blackouts on some of my other shows. Pardon me, I did some research on blackouts because I went to go visit this dude one day. Actually, I went to go visit his dad. His son was visiting. Now, mind you, his son's older than me, and I'm 43. And, I went to see him one day. I hadn't seen the guy in years and years, and we used to work together back in the 90s. And I was like, hey, what's up, Robbie? And the dude didn't he was like, hey, it's all good, man. Good to see you and everything. And then it confused me because the next day I walked up and when I talked to his dad, or 2 days later, and this motherfucker picked up a machete. Like he's going to try to swing it on me for one. That machete blade ain't going to stop my motherfucking 38 special bullet, ho. I'm telling you right now. And this dude was my friend. The motherfucker came up to me to explain to me later he was in a blackout the day before. Well, he recognized me when he was in the blackout, right? He was fucked up, drunk, and taking pills. And he didn't recognize me the next day when he was fucking sober because he had met me in the blackout. Well, I don't know, man. what happens whenever you consume alcohol that fast. And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm glad we all made it through the night and that we woke up today, right? So let's just count our blessings while we can. We woke up today. We are breathing. We are able to, advance life further today. We're able to do something with the time that we have at our hands right now. So it's looking good, Flip. Cool. So yeah, we're coming at you guys a little bit late today for an AM show. But we're going to bring you what we got when we've got it. And we are not going to make excuses. We are going to make something happen. Make something happen. But yeah, talking a little bit about this, about blacking out. I used to take handfuls of Vicodin pills. Take a handful of them Vicodin, a couple of them Somas. We call it a Molotov cocktail. Take that with some hot chocolate, man. Boom! Fuck you up, Jack. What'll really fuck you up is taking 21 of those Vicodin a day. What it rolls into. And, 10 Somas and 21 Vicodin pills a day on a slow day. Now that turns into, guess what? Yeah, when you do that, some weird shit happens. Not only psychedelically and psychologically, you do things like black out, but it starts to tear up your stomach, your liver, your kidneys. I'm blessed to be alive, guys. I honestly feel like Superman every single day that I do wake up. Because, fucker, I've been down some dark roads. I've been there to tell you guys about it and what to do to avoid those dark roads. Period. Including you, Chris. Love you guys. Oh, so fuck, man. Just talking, I was a little bit curious as to what happens during one of these fucking blackouts. Black coffee, no sugar. Black coffee, no sugar. Say no to sugar. Hey, man, look. You can't blame everything on your environment and what's around you and how you've been taught to do things in your life. You've got to go out and search things out and destroy things yourself and figure things out on your own. You can't just take for granted that what these people have been teaching you your whole life is the gospel, even if it is literally the gospel. Because guess what? The gospel itself was written by a bunch of other fucking people. It wasn't written by the hand of God himself. It was written by other people. And then not only that, it was hundreds of years after the fact of Jesus Christ, or all of these books were put together years after the fact. So even in that, when you're reading the Holy Gospel, when you're reading the Word of any of these religions, the fucking Dead Sea Scrolls, man, whatever. It's an interpretation. And it's something that you have to figure out on your own. And I think the reason that I bring that up is because sometimes whenever we have problems and shit like that, we cloud it with fucking motherfucking drinking or taking those. Why on earth? I try to go back and think to myself, why the fuck, when I was 18 or 19 or 20 years old, would I take a handful of fucking Vicodin 3 times a day? Good looking young man. The world had the world by the fucking nuts. You know what I mean? I didn't have money, but what I did have was an incredible set of... I didn't even have skills back then, but I had wit. But, no, I wasn't taught to think that way. I wasn't taught to think that, you have to earn what you get. Oh, I was taught that if it's only illegal if you get caught. What the fuck kind of mentality is that to have? When in all reality, 40 years later, I know that everything comes around full circle, and when you're stealing from someone else, you're really just stealing from yourself. Because just like trees, just like grass on the ground, we're all part of the same root system together. All of our roots held together is what make us people. And if you don't understand that our interaction with other people is what makes us, then we all got life a little bit fucked up. Our differences are what make us attract to one another. It doesn't matter your sexuality, guys, but what I'm saying is that's why men like women. We're different. We can, and even in that aspect, a lot of women like difference in men. Like blonde-haired women like dark-haired guys. Got blonde-haired women like dark-haired guys and stuff like that anyway. So I was just thinking to myself, man, what makes these good, young, attractive, not dumb by any means, young people go out and start drinking heavily or taking pills or taking any kind of drugs. And it's just the fact that it's done for fun. I think about it. I mean, I thought about it. For me, it was just that I did it for fun. Did it for a little bit of an escape after work. I'm like, man, other people have a beer. I'm going to have me a pill or two. What you don't realize is that turns into a motherfucking monkey on your back. Worse than crack. Make you go steal somebody's pool rack. I'm serious. It'll fuck you up. The thing now is that what they're saying about the opiates, guys, that they're so bad that people are fucking taking their pets' medicines. They're going and taking their pets to the fucking vet, right? And that it's really bad because now it's way harder to get opiates. It's way harder to get opiates. Or way harder to get opiates. Way harder to get opiates. It's way harder to get them, guys. So people are going through, all of these other changes in order to fucking get their high. Because it's so fucking addictive. That's the thing. That's what I'm getting to. No beautiful young person wants to be addicted to any of this kind of bullshit. Or to be an alcoholic. It creeps up on you. It turns from being a good time into being something that you have to have every fucking day. Or you projectile vomit into the windshield of your truck. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. It's worse than fucking heroin. As a matter of fact, since it's so much harder to get opiates and stuff like that nowadays, people are turning to heroin because it's way easier to get. And guess what? It's cheaper. It's way cheaper to do heroin. So yeah, I can't express to you enough that if you have pain pills laying around, if you got any fucking prescription medication that you do not use or you do not need, anything that you just don't use. You know how long it's been since I've even had a prescription written in my name? 2009? And that was whenever I had an abscess in my tooth and it broke. You know what I mean? I had to go fucking go get an antibiotic or whatever. But the point is that, yeah, man, fucking this turns into a big time monkey on your back quickly. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That whenever I try to look, like I said, I look back and I said, why would I have ever fucking done that? I was just ignorant, experimental. Anyone that knew me in junior high and high school, yeah, I would go smoke a joint. I would take a Valium. I wouldn't do it every day. It wasn't like my persona. But I would experiment. And I would encourage other kids to also back then. We definitely had a clique of us that were already, smoking a little bit of reefer and stuff like that back in junior high school. But we never pushed it on anyone or, nah. As a matter of fact, we kept it pretty low key. You know what I mean? We never really publicly advertised that stuff. Because, some of my friends were athletes. Some of my friends were, fucking people that you would never guess who would go and smoke a joint. And, man, that's a whole nother subject just to talk about, legalization. And, all of the benefits